Hi everyone, welcome to the Summer Academy 2018 for Sociology. This brief video will give you an overview of some of the newer titles for fall and key things to know about them. These are great titles to be aware of as you're making calls. First up is a title in a course area that is new to Sage. Conrad's Sociology of Health and Illness is a reader that we picked up from Macmillan, where it was the bestseller for many years for courses in the sociology of health and medicine or medical sociology. This title has an installed user base, and instructors are likely familiar with it. Show the TOC. Over 1/3 of the 45 readings in this anthology are new to the edition. Each reading includes an introduction by the editors. New to this edition are readings on health and medicine and the internet, as well as a more global perspective. Look for courses on the sociology of health and/or medicine or medical sociology. This course may not be taught every term, but it's generally taught by 1 to 2 key people in the department. So it's worthwhile to ask who teaches this course typically, even if you don't see it on the schedule. All of the competitors in this market are pretty much survey text, so this is the only reader for this course area, and it's well known. Robert's Religion and Sociological Perspective, now in its 7th edition, will be publishing in December. The book introduces students to the basic theories and methods in the sociological study of religion and shows them how to apply these analytic tools to the new religious groups that they encounter. The authors explore 3 interdependent subsystems of religion: meaning, structure, and belonging, and their connections to the larger social structure. There aren't a lot of traditional texts for this course, so competition really comes more from trade type books. Again, this is a course that's not offered consistently, so it's definitely worth your time to ask who in the department typically teaches it and make sure that they are aware of this title. In addition to the chapters on race, gender, and social and class, the 7th edition will have a new chapter on religion and sexuality. The new edition also makes extensive use of maps, timelines, and data from the Association of Religious Data Archives. Gordon's Real research methods sociology students can use, has 2 distinct features that set it apart from the Shute research methods text. First, it has only 8 chapters. Instead of separate chapters on the steps in the research process, like research questions, sampling, measurement, data collection, data analysis, etc., these concepts are discussed in the context of the 7 methods covered. By the 2nd chapter, on interviewing, students are already engaged with specific research methodologies. It also focuses on fewer methods, the ones most frequently used in sociology and most valuable to sociology majors: ethnography, interviews, content analysis, secondary data analysis, surveys, and evaluation research. The new edition of Sasson, Cities in a World Economy, will publish in June. This book looks at the phenomenon of global cities, or cities that are economically, culturally, and politically connected with the rest of the world. The Sasson book can be used in courses on urban sociology or the sociology of globalization. Chirico's Global Problems, Global Solutions is a new title publishing in September. Some instructors or departments prefer to teach social problems from a global perspective. If so, they'll want to see Chirico. It examines problems that are global in scope, discusses regional differences and perceived threats to prosperity and equality, and is organized around 2 proclamations created by the United Nations to measure progress in solving the world's most pressing problems: the UN Sustainable Development Goals and the UN Millennium Development Goals. A feature in each chapter focuses on one country or region and includes personal statements from people who live and work in those countries as representatives of the various people who are trying to solve problems. For example, NGOs, grassroots movements, etc. If someone teaches an intro soc course and wants a global course, this book also might fit there. Look for global social problems or a global intro soc course. Also, some colleges have interdisciplinary global studies programs, or they might ask their students to take a certain number of courses that fulfill a global studies requirement, and they might have a course where Chirico fits. The most direct competitor to this book is Global Problems by Surnow, published by Pearson. Also look for courses using the Taking Sides, Clashing Views on Global Issues, or Annual Edition's Global Issues, both published by McGraw-Hill. as well as the Robbins, Global Problems and the Culture of Capitalism, published by Pearson. Ferguson's Shifting the Center is publishing in July. This is a popular anthology of readings used in the Sociology of the Family and Marriages and Families and Intimate Relationships courses. It brings together selections written by leading family researchers and draws from a variety of scholarly sources, including articles from the leading family journals and excerpts from a number of classic book-length studies. The TOC follows the same scope and sequence as the leading family survey texts. This title is another pickup from McGraw-Hill, and like our other pickups from Susan Ferguson, it has a large installed user base. Many people have been told by McGraw-Hill that this title is going out of print, so definitely be on the lookout for users of this title in your territory. We've also posted a partial adoption list on the Sales Tool site. The 6th edition of Chambliss's Making Sense of the Social World is publishing in December. This text is an engaging, accessible introduction to social research for students who need to understand methodologies and their results. It provides a balanced treatment of qualitative and quantitative methods, including examples and research techniques throughout. It's written in a less formal style than many comparable texts. This is the mid-range book in the Shoot Research Methods franchise. You had Investigating the Social World, the most comprehensive of the three, published in January. This one's a little more geared toward people who want students to consume research rather than consume and do their own research. But it's a little more detailed than the smallest book, Understanding the Social World. Bloomberg's Gender and Development is a new title publishing in December. It is aimed at upper division undergraduate and some graduate level courses in departments of sociology, developmental sociology, political science, or international studies. Typical course names that Bloomberg might fit into include Gender and Development, Women in Development, Women, Globalization and Development, or Global Social Trends. As you're on campus this fall and doing your planning over the summer, be aware of these titles and sample accordingly. Don't forget that many of these courses are not taught every semester, so if you don't see them listed, ask who generally teaches the course so you can let them see for the next time they teach. Always ask sociology instructors what other courses they traditionally teach or have coming down the pipeline. You have a book for most courses in sociology. Need help? Let us know. We'll see you in Boston.